Hi guys, welcome back to DeFi Daily. Today we will try to answer to a question. Are we like in a DeFi bear market, and what are the different signs that the different metrics, on-chain metrics, are telling us? And we will try to understand it and we'll try to find the right answer. Just before to start, guys, remember that this channel is about educational content and nothing has to be intended as financial advice. If you want to invest in anything, that's great, but do always your own research first. And remember also, if you like this kind of content, you want to stay always updated because this kind of data are changing continuously. Remember to subscribe to the channel, to leave a big thumbs up and to drop a comment. In this way, you are also helping me to reach more people and help other people to retrieve this kind of information. Okay, let's start immediately, and I want to start from where we left the other week, because each Sunday my goal will be trying to analyze the different metrics from the on-chain data, the different tools that are allowing us to analyze what is going on into the DeFi space in order to understand what is the state of art. If you missed the previous video, I will link the link to the right corner here so you can check where we left we talked about revenue protocols, about total value locked and trends into the DeFi space, and why it could be a good sign for the long period. So right now, we left the last time saying that this bottom here that you can see at the 14th of March could be like a bottom where the market can restart again. The point is that, as you can see from the trend in the last couple of days, after a big peak, the market has gone down again. What we need to understand is if this chart is telling us that this is just a lower high. If it is just a lower high, as you can see from this point from November to where we are right now, it is like a down line, a trend line that is going down, that is representing that we are not in a bullish situation right now. The point is that what will happen into the next weeks? Are we gonna go down even more, or we will retrieve a new trend high? Just to repeat, this is the total revenue from all the different protocols that are composing the DeFi space. The revenues are coming from fees, and in order to have a high revenue, what we need is more users using the protocol and more trading volume. Today, I want to go a step further. Okay, we have understood that the revenues are going down. But what is the situation from the point of view of the DeFi users? So how many users are using the DeFi space? Is it increasing this number or not? I found this chart on dune.xyz that is representing the amount of users that are part of the DeFi space. As you can see, the overall trend is a growing trend. Just to give you an idea, remember that here we are starting from the 2017, so quite a long time ago. Right now, I will just move myself in order to give you a better overview of what is the trend right now. As you can see, the overall number of users is increasing. The point is that through this chart, we can't really understand what is the reality, the state of art right now, because it is just counting all the users, even if they are not active. That's the reason why I decided to go a step further, trying to understand what is the current situation in terms of active users. And I found, first of all, this chart from the block that is representing this one, a daily new unique address for EVM chains. EVM chains is everything that is Ethereum virtual machine compatible, so Avalanche, Phantom, and so on. And from this chart, what we can see is that the big period, the really DeFi season that we had was from one side here at the beginning of the 2021, and after that something before the end of the 2021. Right now, the reality is that no one is so much interested on opening new accounts, new addresses on the EVM compatible blockchains. So this is just a sign that DeFi is not a so hot topic right now, and there are not so many different new users that are coming into the DeFi space. Remember that in this case, we are talking about new users. Another thing that you can notice that most of the users are just from the Binance Smart Chain. And the reason is quite easy because the Binance Smart Chain is a big ecosystem, but on the other side, it is also used by many shitcoiners because it's so cheap to create new addresses and to distribute the tokens to fake that they have a big holding base. So this is also another reason why this kind of chart is not so clean, because yes, it looks like that the Binance Smart Chain is increasing and it is the main network. The reality is that even if Binance Smart Chain is a big chain, it's not so a growing ecosystem like other ones. And this is also the reason why I believe that we should go a step further, because from this chart, what we can just understand is that we are not in a DeFi season, that most of the new users came into the past and not right now. But what is the reality right now? In order to understand it, we can use this chart here that is quite self-explaining. As you can see, for example, here, Uniswap, monthly active user. The trend is a down trend. 1 inch, a downtrend, another one, Sushiswap, even worse, and so on. And we can find a confirmation of it also from Glassnode. For example, if we try to check, this is Aavee, and this blue line is the line that is representing the number of active users. And as you can see, the number of active users is going down continuously. It hasn't never recovered. We are not even able to find a bottom. If, for example, from the total revenues, we were looking for a bottom here in March, the reality is that if we are looking for the active users on Aavee, that's not true. It is simply going down. The same story applies from most of the other protocols. This is a MakerDAO, and even in this case, it is simply going down. This is Pickle Finance. Let's check it. Also, in this case, it is simply going down, and this is Synthetics. Even in this case, it's just going down. Here we had a small recovery, but after that, another downtrend. So the reality is that all the different charts that we have available are telling the same story. Less users are active on the different protocols. But the point is, there is any kind of exception, and the reality is that, yes, it is. And this exception is represented by the no-EVM blockchains. For example, as you can understand from this chart, this is the amount of transaction on a Terra. And as you can see, it is increasing since the end of the last year, and it is literally skyrocketing because it has gone up by 3x. Same story from the staked Luna, and you can check it also. Luna staking addresses, it is increasing dramatically also this one. Not the same story applies to another non-EVM blockchain that is Solana, that you can check it from this chart, non-vote transaction on this Solana blockchain. And as you can see, we peaked at the end of November, and after that we had a massive downtrend. So what we can say from all of this information, we can also add all of this data to what we said the previous time. So the point is that the total value locked is stagnant. It is still at the same value. At the same time, all the historical, the most important protocols into the DeFi space are not growing, even if they are evolving so much, the different features that they have, because since the last year, all the major protocol has changed completely, and the kind of feature that they are offering right now is so much better than what we had 1 year ago. But even so, the amount of users is going down dramatically. This is something that is happening for all the major protocols. Also, Cure, for example, it is the number one in terms of total value locked. It is decreasing from the point of view of unique users that are active monthly. The only exception is from the Terra DeFi ecosystem. So it looks like that the real number that is active on DeFi is always the same. The reason why we are having a decreasing from one side and increasing from the other side is just because people are moving from one blockchain to another one that is offering a higher yield. The reality is that right now DeFi is not increasing in terms of traction and is not attracting new users. It is just moving the users that are active, that are the most loyal to the DeFi space, that are moving in order to take the best opportunity and to catch the highest yield. That's the reason why from one side we are seeing a decreasing number of users that are active, and on the other side, for example on Terra, we are seeing an increasing number. The reality is that until we find a bottom that could be maybe this one, or the same story applies for the number of monthly users that are active. In the moment when we will find a bottom here and we will try to find a point where we are consolidating in terms of number of active users, and from that point we will start to rise again. Until then, what we will see is just opportunity seekers, so people, users that are moving from one blockchain, from one protocol to the other one that is just offering a higher yield. So guys, that's the situation right now. It doesn't mean, in my opinion, that it's bearish or better. Yes, it is just like a sideways situation. It's just a way to consolidate the fundamentals of DeFi. And I think that could be even a good opportunity, because what is needed by DeFi, yes, from one side is traction and increasing the number of users that are using the DeFi. But on the other side, what we need is to consolidate the features that the different protocols are offering. And what we are doing right now is like just a big pivoting, testing, because remember, we are still in a beta phase of the whole DeFi ecosystem. So not having so much users that are coming could be even a good opportunity, because the users that are into the DeFi space right now should be more expert than just the new user. If we had so many users, we will not have the opportunity to test the different features, because what we will have as a goal in that situation, it would be simply pushing in order to acquire, to make money, and so on. In this situation, this is the ideal situation in order to grow from the point of view of fundamentals. So as a general strategy, don't try to go all in and don't try to speculate so much, because that's not the moment when we are speculating. As a strategy about different tokens that are composing the DeFi space, this is an accumulation zone. This is a zone where we are trying to better understand and we are trying to create stronger fundamentals. Guys, let me know what you think about this situation, about the different charts that I showed you, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Remember, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, leave a big thumbs up and drop a comment in order also to help me to grow this channel and to reach more people. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.